noticed the two of you are Christians, and I know you have this business called JabList. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
We found that so many people are at a loss to find somebody honest to deal with. So therefore we have created this list so that you can feel secure with the 3 people that we will give you to interview yourself to find out if you want to deal with them. And hopefully you'll report back to us in writing. And if you do have any problems, we hope that you will call us immediately and we will talk to them. A lot of agents get a license and say, now I am one. But there are very few agents that have the education to have designations after their name.
So then I'd have the 3 names, and then at that point I am going to contact those realtors, and what you'd like back from me is to report how I felt about that. Is that correct?
No, the agents will contact you. They will phone you and set up an appointment. You will meet with 3 of them separately, and then you will hopefully get back with us to discuss what the findings were, and then together we will determine which one possibly would be your choice. Your choice, of course, is your choice, but our expertise will help you decide in the long run which one will best suit your needs.
Okay. Well, you've pretty much just shown me why I want to. Can you tell me an example of how this has worked for somebody else?
Yes, we had a person come into our home. Actually, our personal home was on the market, and they needed to move from Waterford, California to Florence, Oregon. But she said, I don't have an agent. And I said, I would be happy to find one for you. I then did what I needed to do to find 3 people that were qualified to handle her sale. And after I had done my research, I called her and said, I have these 3 names. They would be contacted. Am I too windy?
No, you're doing a beautiful job. In fact, here's one of the questions that I have. Let's say that I find you on Google. I find JabList.com and I decide to sign up. How much is it going to cost me when I go online and search for you guys? How much is it going to cost me?
Not 5 cents.
Well, it doesn't cost me anything.
No.
Oh, I like that. I can afford that.
Yeah.
So now, if I use your service and I call these referrals, and after talking with them, I'm not happy with any of them,
we'll get you 3 more.
You'll get me 3 more.
But we need to know why.
Why? Okay. All right. So that, I mean, doesn't cost me anything, and you're going to give me solid leads to people that I can trust because you have the expertise that I don't have.
And people who are qualified. There's a lot of difference. You know, a lot of people say they have a license, but they don't know what they're doing.
That's right. They call themselves real estate professionals, but that's just because they pass some state license that they're a professional.
That's right.
That doesn't really mean that they have integrity.
Yeah, it's like driving a car. You get a license to drive a car. Are you that good at it?
Yeah, they don't really have the tenure. They don't have the maturity that I'm looking for in somebody that's really going to do a good job for me.
Well, Mr. Brown, tell me your background. You and Aurelia, what's your background in real estate?
I've got 52 years experience. I've owned 3 offices at one time. I had a staff of over 300 people. And we were very successful. The crash came and we were able to maintain 1 office after the crash. And then I decided to quit. So I quit.
So you retired.
Yeah.
And now you're tired of retiring.
I am done.
It sounds like you've decided to retire, and that made financial business for you to retire. But now you're wanting to come out of retirement and share what you've learned with your years of experience to help others. I like that. That
What
must
about you,
feel
Aurelia? Tell us about your background.
1974, I was licensed. My second year in real estate, I was in the $1 Million Club. In those years, the most expensive piece of property was $58,000. So that was a lot of real estate.
I might add the top of
Mighty
this,
lot.
if you didn't sell $1 million worth of real estate, you weren't in the business.
True. But for me, it's loving people. It was never a sale. It was just trying to get the very best house for the person. I listened to what they wanted and I went and found what they needed. And it was just a lot of fun. That's my story.
So I've got to ask. I've got to ask. Now you got this fancy website. How do you afford this fancy website?
Oh, it's really simple. The guy that does it, you ought to contact him if you need one.
He works for food, right? I heard that.
He's got a little sign on it. He's got a little sign on it. I was thinking more of the lines of, at some points, you have to make some kind of commission for your referral service. Is that right?
Oh,
But it's not paid by me. It's paid by who?
By the broker.
Oh, the broker pays for it. Okay, I get it.
It's paid.
And it's a small percentage of the
Well, we
sale.
don't
Yes.
use broker, Aurelia.
Okay.
Okay, we don't use the word broker. What
No,
do
the
we-
reason you can't use broker because in this state, broker means something different than it does in that state.
Oh,
So can we just say that you get a referral fee,
From the owner of the company.
but only once the house sells? Is that right?
Closes.
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 Not just sells, but closes,
Once
which
it's
means
in
all
your
the
name.
paperwork has been done, and there's actually been a transfer of title, and I own that property.
You own that
Then and
property.
only then you make a small commission, a
That's
referral
correct.
fee.
That's right.
Well, that's pretty sweet. That keeps you in business and makes it possible for you to afford these fancy websites.
Yes, and hopefully you'll buy an expensive house, so our referral fee will be bigger.
You know what? I need
even bigger.
to tell all my friends about this, and I suspect that all my friends are going to want to go to JabList, as they've been down this road with themselves. Either they're upside down in their house, or they got a new job and had to move somewhere. I have a son right now who's looking for property and a job, and he's going to go through this process as well. He won't know anybody, and it'd be good to have someone like you in his corner.
A
And-
closing thought, there is no real estate that we can't help you find a better person to take care of your needs. In other words, we have the expertise, whether it's $1 million.
Yeah. Well, I think about the process.
Income
If I was
property.
moving, let's say if I was moving to Texas, I would get a yellow page book out, and whoever's got the
Eeny,
biggest
meeny, miny,
ad,
moe.
or A through Z, I'd take the A's first. I would spend hours trying to find somebody, and who knows? It's like a pig in a poke, whether or not I'm getting somebody that is, first of all, reliable. Secondly, it has integrity, and thirdly, I can
Knows what they're
trust.
doing.
I mean, I
That's
can
right.
trust to take care of me.
That's right.
So I really appreciate what the two of you are trying to put together, and I'm going to help in that process.
We can go in, and even the best of the best, we can get the best.
something
of
like
the
that
best.
byline. We take the time to save you time.
Yeah, hey, that's cute.
And money.